does look a bit cloudy. I think it's this. Okay. So, no one's in yet. I have got a drink, so I can drink my drink. Actually, I can today. I wanted coffee or something like that, but I got this because I wanted something cold and I didn't fancy drinking something hot. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Hey, good morning. I got one of these today. Who's the first one in? It's a lovely morning. I don't usually go live this early, but I've been writing all night. I got up early and I've been writing loads. I had done 5,000 words since like yesterday. What time was it yesterday? After I writing. It's a draft though, so it will be changed a lot, but I did 5,000 words. I don't know how I managed it, but I knew the 3 stories and it was 3 chapters and I knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't know in detail, just like a summary of each chapter, and I just wrote and wrote. It's got really good. So 3 locations. I did the pump house. Well, it started with Cowbridge Fields, and then the pump house, and then it started the gold location. Hey there, the big gamers. How are you been? What do you mean you can't hear me? Wait a minute. You should be able to hear me. Turn it up. Oh, how are you? Can't hear due to work. Okay. I didn't read it. I just saw it. Guessed. Yeah, I'm good. One of these today though. Give me some energy. Yeah, well that's good. You're still alive. Still alive, which is good. So I'm just drained now. I didn't want to stop writing because I've been writing all morning. I couldn't sleep. I came down like 6 o'clock and started writing, but I was writing last night as well because I wanted to carry it on. And I done for literally chapter 20, 21 and 22, but it's the first draft in one go. It was only 5,000 words though, and I managed to do those 3, but it's the first draft, so I'll need to add more to it and go back in it, stab it later if it's on sale. And you do it's an ice one, isn't it? But this is just from the shop. I was going to have a coffee, but I was like, I'm hot and it's a bit... I could have had a coffee, but I just didn't fancy one. I just fancy something different. Here's the background. It's just a bush. See? That's all you see is a bush. A road with a bush. There's nothing really to see. Now, yeah, there will be snakes here. Adders, usually. Maybe random snakes, but only ones are poisonous are adders. But unless you're like going into the bush and picking up a twig or rock, you're not going to find one, are you? I have actually stood over one before and it was in my legs. I was like, and I ran. Oh my god, that freaked me out so much. I couldn't believe it. It was actually a real snake. Got to go to the public transport. Okay. You have a good day. Hit the like button. Only you talking in here. Where's everyone else? You have a lovely day anyway, guys. I'm having a lovely day. I hope. Yeah. Oh, it's been good today. Anyway. So I just did loads of writing. I probably have to go through the chapters, but I did like 5,000 words basically, and I was like, oh my goodness. It took a long time. But it kept me up all night doing it. And then I woke up really early because I was just really eager to finish it off. And I managed to do chapter 20, 21 and 22. They're not like 5,000 words each. It's 5,000 for those 3 chapters. So I need to go into them and add to them. So it's basically, I've done like 1.5 chapters to 1 chapter, but I just need to go into it. Because some chapters can be 5,000 words sort of thing. So I've done well. Oh, so yeah. I think I might have rushed the one chapter to the story to carry on really quick. So I might put a chapter in between one of them. I haven't decided, but it's going good. It is going good. Okay, all the locations in the chapters are real as well. Hey there, Rebel. Hello. But they're all real locations and it's got history with it. So I've done really well on them. Yeah, say hey. Hey! Hit the like button if you haven't already. Yeah, I'm doing good. Doing really, really good. Yeah, basically doing good. I was writing all night. So I've been writing a lot. And I just come up with loads of good stuff. I already had a baseline what I was going to talk about because I had the locations and a plan for little stories. But yeah, so I've just added to it. And it's good. It's really good. I thought chapter 19 was going to be the best chapter in my book. But because it was that's what I spent. It was 5,000 words. Oh no, 8,000 words that chapter alone. It's my biggest ever chapter. It should be only 5,000, but I said so much. It's just going to be a long chapter. Rich, I don't know if people do have that. Usually it's 5,000 words chapters are. Or I think some are just over, maybe 6, but not 8. Oh, I haven't read every book in the world, so I don't really know. But basically, yeah. But it was supposed to be my best chapter in the book, which is really, really good because it's my best chapter I think I've done. Chapter 19. The 19 chapter might change to a different number, by the way. But because I start like on 19, and I haven't done 1 to 18 yet. I did originally do 1 though, but I think I'm going to change that chapter to a different order. Yeah, but yeah, it took me weeks to do that chapter. But the chapter last night, 20, 21 and 22, just took me from dinner time last night all the way through the night. I had a couple hours sleep, woke up really early, like 6, and finished it off. And I did 5,000 words for 3 chapters. It's not as many, but it's the first draft. But I did have planned like the locations, like when was going to be the hanging fields. Because it's a real location where they used to hang people back in the day. And I used that location for in my story, but for modern times, but in the magic world. And I went into that, but I had the outline of the story already planned. But I did that, and then I went to the other location where it's like the devil, what's it called, the hell tunnels. And then I went to the next location, which is the ground where the gods are, where you bury gold and you make a wish and it comes true. So I've done all those 3 chapters in one, which it's not really spoiling anything because it's relevant I'm talking about. So yeah, it's very vague, so you won't get what I'm on about until you read the chapter, until the book's out. But yeah, I done really good with it. But the hell tunnels, they obviously they might not be hell tunnels, probably not in real life, but they are really deep tunnels that go deep into the earth. They're actually there. They got covered up with like slabs and stuff, but they're still there. But not many people know about these tunnels, you see. So I'm clever, so I add real stuff to the book. And the place, the gold place where they used to worship people to the gods and bury gold and make a wish, that's actually people actually used to do that back in the day. So I've added it all proper good to my story. Yeah, I think I'm doing really well. I'm really excited about writing it anyway. So I'm writing it and I write stuff and I'm like, I come up with ideas and I'm like, oh my god, I didn't think about that. But hopefully something will happen today and I can think what else to write. I stopped writing because I just didn't know what to write next. I don't know where it's going. So as I'm writing it, I do come up with new ideas, so it changes a little bit. I don't know, but there we go. I am drained though. I've got one of these. Hopefully it gives me some energy. It is a ×3 espresso, so it's supposed to be a bit strong, but I probably won't notice. How is everyone anyway? And my other book I'm working on, the Witch's Fire thing, the second book. I've done 6 chapters, or is it 7 chapters? But I'm stuck on that, so I might leave that for a week or 2 until something happens and I can think, oh a minute, I can add this to my book. So that book is going to take a while. It will take a while. So I'm thinking about writing another book at the same time. I've done it. I've done this like with 20 different books. I'm writing 20 different books at the same time, but only focusing on one chapter now and again. But I have to remember what I'm doing. I do read through the chapters and make sure how to carry it on, but it's just some books are like Goosebumps, where it's a different story each chapter, so it's easier anyway. So you don't really have to remember because it's a different thing that happens each chapter, sort of thing. The legend one I'm working on, I got another story I can add into it, which I mean to. I've only done 3 chapters on the legend book, what I've done, and I've been working on that for a while. I do like a chapter per month or something. on that. But I just need to think of a story. But I have got one. But it's just thinking how I'm going to do it. That's all. How is everybody? No one's talking. Nobody's talking. So, oh, it's lovely today. Lovely and sunny. Peaceful. You can hear all the owls. Can you hear the owls? There's loads of owls around here. I love it here because you got owls. You got loads of it is a crow next around here. You see a lot of crows. They're just flying around you and stuff. They do make a lot of bloody noise. I recorded one the other day with them all crawling around me. I was filming myself doing something silly, and I'm surprised they didn't just swoop down and eat me. This I was right by the nests. They could see I wasn't giving them any harm anyway. The nests were high up in the tree. But yeah, you get squirrels as well. Oh, I just saw a hedgehog on the wall, on the floor, splattered dead. Oh, it's a big hedgehog as well. I hate that. I do love my hedgehogs. I've got quite a lot of hedgehogs in my garden. I even made a grows what's it called on blackberries. So they constantly got a flow of food. If they can't find no food, they got loads of blackberries that will be in the bush, loaned on, what they can get to at any time. Put water out for them. I also have got apple trees in my garden, pear trees. What else have I got? A blueberry, like bush. It's not a tree. Mint. Got some herbs. I got quite a lot of different type of herbs. But yeah, basically. Can't think. I know we've got other stuff that obviously the birds can eat, but I just the birds, the hedgehogs. I do love my hedgehogs, but I what's it called? They just making sure they got food constantly, and obviously they eat bugs and stuff and like that, don't they? And everything. So I have got a lot of frogs in my garden for some reason. There's hundreds of frogs in my garden. Well, I don't see hundreds at once, but it's crazy. I'm really wild my garden is. It's a bit of a mess because I haven't had a chance to do it. I have trimmed it, like the main lawn on both sides of my garden. It's just the edges are very bushy and a bit overgrown. Hey there, Just. Is it Rayson? Hello, I can't see your name, you're so small. Yeah, I have got a lot of hedgehogs anyway. And I made a proper effort to make sure they got food as well. Actual food. They got a lot. Good. So, yeah, I'm talking about hedgehogs at the moment. Hello there, Robertson. Good evening. Oh, good morning, sorry. Not evening. I'm guessing where I don't even know where I am. Literally. I haven't had much sleep, as you can tell. So, yeah, I haven't had much sleep. I just stayed up all night right and 5,000 words. So, yeah, which is good. The story's going good. Obviously, I'm on the war with Ines at the moment, what I'm writing. I am actually writing, that's the 4th book. I'm writing the 5th and 6th book in the background at the same time. Because that's what I did with the first 3. This series, I know it's a bit mad. I am doing 20 books for the series. It has been done. It won't take overnight to do. It will take a lot of time. But basically, it won't be like some things. Some will be like spin-offs. Or like say you got X-Men. You got Rogan. He does his own movie type of thing. Be like that, but 20. So some of them, I have wrote one about Maya in the book. She's in the console, the witch's console, and I've actually wrote a book with she's the main character in it. I did like 35 chapters, 40 chapters. It's not proper wrote. It's just a draft, and it's a spin-off. But that book's not going to come into like probably book 7 or 8. So I got it. It is a draft, but I will not be using it until I get to like book 8. So I've been doing stuff like that. I did the one with the werewolves as well. That will be coming in. It's only a draft, and I've only done like, I can't remember how many chapters I've done. I've done quite a few on that. Not too many, but it's like outlining the story, what's going to happen. I like to plan my books well ahead. Just I wanted like to make the world building thing as real as possible. So if you ask questions, you've got a question over a question, and you can answer every single question rather than just cut out. For example, Game of Thrones and the House of Dragons and stuff like that, they do stories, but they don't continue them, and it makes you guess. It's like they don't know themselves, the writer, what's going to happen. And with my books, even though you don't see it, I wrote what's going to happen already. I even wrote Decima's pregnant now. Even when she has her kid, I wrote a story when her kid's like 10 years old. But obviously it's not in the books yet. But I've planned ahead for these 20 books. But it's going to take years. The Fire Within Us now. The Fire Was Within Us. The War Within Us. The Fire Was Within Us was the second book. I do get confused by titles, don't I? Here's the Spell Between Us, then the Fire Within Us, then the Crown Within Us, then the War Within Us. And if you look on my Decima Books thing on the thing, it gives you hints in there. It's all hidden pictures and that. What the actual books are going to be called. The 20 books, they're in it. You just have to work it out. So I've been planning this for ages, but it'll just take time. Now, the Legend one is a spin-off to my book as well, because it's legends in my book from my book. Just the legends, but one thing, so it's a bit different. The diary thing was like a spin-off as well. But I haven't done it as a spin-off. I don't know. I'm a bit confused how I'm writing that. So I wanted to write it like because obviously she finds a spell book in my first book. I wanted to actually create a spell book and write it as a diary. And that's what I've done in my book. But I've done it as like if it would be Decima, but in a different universe, different dimension or something. But you won't realise that until probably book 3 or 4. I don't know how many of them I'm doing now. Yeah. Because I'm only on the second one, and how many chapters I've done? They're not chapters, they're entries. And entries can be as short, as long as I want. And I've done 7 entries, but it's only 1,007 words, I think it is. But that's for 3 entries, and I can't remember how many I did. Okay, I don't like the sound of that. Okay. I don't like. Yeah, it's different, that book. It doesn't go by book rules. So yeah, I wanted it to be as live as possible and as real as possible, sort of thing. But that's taking time. So some entries might be only 400 words, they're supposed to be chapters, but that's fine. I mean, even if the entry is 200 words, doesn't matter, because this book hasn't got rules. Sort of thing. But I hope I'm really into writing this the diary book, but I'm on entry 7 and a bit stuck now. I need to wait until something happens and I can think, oh wait a minute, I can put this in the book, sort of thing. This book is really hard to do, so I did a lot of research on this book, so it's like, oh god, I'm getting there. Oh, that little birdie. Oh wait a minute, I might feed it. I love feeding birds. Okay. I actually was at the hospital and they gave me these the other day. Okay. I forgot about them. Now, wait a minute. Right, open them. Can't even open. Okay, where did this birdie go? If I put some food out, it might come. I think I scared it away. I think I scared the birdie away. Look, I put some food on. It's gone. Oh, I can see another one. Well, I'll just put them by here. I was actually on this road before and someone thought I littered. I didn't. And by the way, they said it was tissue, which tissue actually evaporates and turns into nothing within a day anyway. But I put that in my book. And first I thought, wait a minute, did I? He went right on to me and he was like, hey you, can't you take that home? But, you know, but really like violently. He didn't touch me, but he was very aggressive and really fed up. And I was like, what are you on about? You dropped tissue, you chucked loads of tissue on the floor. And I was like, I haven't. And I was like, I haven't dropped it. Because he was so convincing, I was like starting to believe it and thinking, I had a sandwich meal deal in my bag, the wrappers. But it was possible I had tissue in my bag and it fell out. But not loads of tissue, just a little bit of tissue. And I thought, oh wait a minute, I'll go back just in case I'm wrong, and if I am, I'll run up and apologise. But it would have been an accident. But I wouldn't apologise because he was a proper cunt. And I was like, oh. Yeah, he was with his wife with 2 dogs. Those scruffy looking things. His wife looked at him like weird. But I see his wife all the time walking with the dogs. She seems nice. She's never had a conversation with me. I try not to look at her. But basically, I went back and it was wet wipes. But I went on my live a few days ago and I can remember talking about these wet wipes, thinking, oh, there's loads of wet wipes on the floor. Someone was lazy. And I even passed them. And I was on the live at the time. And I was like, oh, what the hell? They're not mine. And they're wet and they all mud on, like they've been there for a few days, but they have. And I was like, they're not really mine. And I was like, I made a video and I really went on about it. I don't know if I put it public. I might have just put it like members only, because I went on like a crazy person. So what I did with that, this was book 1. This happened ages ago when it happened. I added it in to book 1. But I went for a walk eating a sandwich meal deal. I did have a sandwich meal deal in my bag. I actually chucked loads of the wrap on the floor just before he said it. But this was food. And it's to feed the birds and stuff. But the wrap, Only I didn't eat, I took one bite of it and it felt like rubber. It was horrible. It's the first time I tried it, so I just chucked it for the birds. That's the thing. But food is fine chucking on the floor. And I had the wrap. And I even walked past them back at the thing and put it in the bin, the wrap. What's it called? Which is a bin I always put the rubbish in, especially my coffees and stuff. So I did that, and then obviously I decided to add all that into my book. But when he was there talking to me like that, like shit, I accidentally did a spell, and all feathers came out of his mouth, and I added that into the book. It wasn't originally in book one. This happened ages ago, but I did go back and I added it in. His book one, I published, and I republish and keep on changing the book for months now. I've been doing that. Keep on deleting it and republishing it, deleting and republishing it. And I haven't deleted it now because it's on Waterstones. So I don't want it won't be access to Waterstones. So I have to keep it on there. But so then I've been doing it for ages doing that. So, but I did do a second edition where I added 20,000 words so I could add to it. Even though I'd done the first 3 books I published, and keep on going back to them and adding stuff to them like crazy. Yeah, you're not really supposed to do that as much as I've done, but I have. But yeah, I do things backwards usually. I just like things to be perfect, and when I think, oh, I'm gonna keep on reading it, it's not. I went back on and republished it, and just like changing the content, adding to it basically. So the spell between us, the spell between us is published twice, yeah. First and second edition. The second edition is 20,000 words more. But I've read through it. And I did the audiobook and listened to the audiobook on YouTube I done. I want to do my own voice, but I just mess up with the words all the time when I'm talking. So I'm like, oh, I'm really like stuttering and stuff. So I thought, but the first chapter 1 to 3, I think it's just too slow. I know I wanted it like that, but the first 3, I might go back on it and make a third edition, or edit the second edition. The second edition's not on Waterstones yet, only the first. And I might add it. Just change rechange the first 3 chapters. Just so it's not so slow, I think. Just take a couple of words out, and the first 3 chapters. I can't make stuff happen because that's the point. But I feel like the 4th chapter where they meet in the forest and then they see the dragon. I feel like that should be the 2nd chapter. And then the 1st chapter should just be really long. And those first 3 chapters should be piled together but shortened into one. But I have to do the name order, the chapter orders different. Change them. I think that's what I want to do. Then I will, because they are on Waterstones, and I'm so glad they're on there. It's like a 5% chance for self-published authors to make it on there. So, to be honest, out of all these writers, I've done pretty well. But it's made it on there because the story is so really good. And I spent ages, and it's all, a lot of the stories are based on like real stuff. I think I write. It's through experience. So, even though I've added my imagination with the witches and the dragons and stuff like that, the stuff that happens in it, for example, the Indian restaurant, that happened, the Pier Kitchen, that happened in real life, going to these places. And then I just imagine what had to that. Oh. Um, so yeah, so I've tried to make her as real as possible. So if I go through every chapter, I can't remember what I wrote, but when I start reading the chapter, then I just sort of remember like every word or the baseline, what I've actually wrote. Because I've done so many chapters now. 3 books, 50 chapters each. It's hard, you get them muggled. I get book 2 muggled with book 1 or book 3 muggled with book 2 sometimes. Thinking, oh, no, actually, this happened in book 3, not book 2. What am I doing? But yeah, obviously making a saga where the world is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I've added so many characters to book 4. The judges I added, oh my god, they're scary as anything. And you won't expect that from judges. But yeah. When I was writing the diary one, the Witch's Diary one, that just freaked. I made this book 2 is a bit scarier, and I made it when I was writing it. I felt like someone was watching me in the mirror, or like in the TV. I know, like I was having goosebumps and everything. I freaked myself out writing it. So I tried to make it as like as true as possible, like to people to believe in it. And yeah, it made me believe it in myself. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but yeah, book 2 is on the fire one, is something to look forward to. Literally, I've done well on it. It's totally different from book 2. Book 1, should I say? But I'm only on 7 chapters or entries or whatever they're called. Oh, but there we go. So not many people are talking. I bored you about my book. Bored you about my book. Okay. So yeah. So I'm really tired now. Just trying to figure out what I'm doing next now. So I'm stuck now because I've done the 20 to 22 chapters, and I'm pausing on the 22 chapters, and I need to carry it on so I can come up with really good ideas. If I just write now, it's just going to be boring because I'm out of ideas. So I'm going to go back to chapter like 2 or something, or like something that will happen before chapter 19. I haven't decided where, and then I can go back. So I can link stuff in before and hint about stuff and that. So I like doing that. I already hint stuff in the books, like in book 1, and you won't even realise it's a hint until you read book 3 or 4. But that's how well I've done it. And then obviously if you follow all my books, you'll realise that I've done that. Oh my goodness. I got hair in my mouth, which is annoying. Now, so yeah, I've done a lot of stuff in my book you have to work out for yourself and you realise. Because I hinted for ages Decima was pregnant. And but you might not realise that, or when you read the book you'll be like, oh wait a minute, she's hinted for ages she was pregnant. But so now I need to decide how she's going to give birth. I've got an idea. I have wrote what I want to do, but I want to change it. And what will happen, sort of thing. So yeah, I've done a lot of world building, especially with the 4th book. I've just made the world so much bigger. Stuff you didn't even know about on the first 3 are in it now. It's like, Maya's in it a bit as well, which is good. What your Hango? Hango? What's your Hango? What do you mean? Barman, what do you mean? I'm a bit lost. Oh, Instagram. Yeah, I'm on Instagram. I do need to add it to my what's it called? If you Google my book, you'll probably find it in Google straight away. Just Google my book, The Spell Between Us, the Sobang Saga, and you'll find it. Because I have started posting on there when my book's coming out soon, just to advertise it and stuff like that. I need to do another post on this soon. The Destroyer, I am back. I'm back once again. Welcome back. How are you? I have been so busy. I'm writing now, if you didn't know. I haven't seen you in ages. I published some books and what's it called? Even they're on Waterstones. You know, the shop in the UK that's got like 300 stores. So I done really well for myself. How are you anyway, the Destroyer? I am planning on doing a big bungo of my books printed, so I can actually deliver to me, and I can actually do signed copies. That's right. I'm doing fantastic. That's good. Congratulations. So fine. Hey, Osha, hey, lady. Hey, how are you? Yeah, I'm doing good. I was just writing. I've been writing all night. I only done 5,000 words in one night. I did have a baseline what I was going to write about. That's how I probably managed that. But I'm glad you're good. But yeah, I'm just really obsessed with writing at the moment. Good. Saying hello. You have a lovely shower. Yeah, shower. Shower's important. Have a good day now. Yeah. Oh, I am so tired right now. Drained. Yeah, I overdid it last night. But it was worth it because I got the base of my book now. A big chunk of it. I got chapter 19, which I need to pick between 19 and 20. I need to pick maybe 3 chapters. And then chapters 20, 21 and 22 is completed. It's a draft, so I would probably need to add words to each chapter. Hey, 20. But those 4 chapters I've done, because chapter 19 is 8,000 words for a chapter. It's a really proper build on that. But stuff needs to be added to that and carry on. Which stuff will carry on after those chapters, but I need to go back. I need to put something in between. There's something as it goes to that bit. I wanted to do the chapters in that order, 19 and then 20, 21, 22, but then change 19 to 19 might be 17 or 16, and then I'll put chapters in between like that. And I don't know where about in the book they will end up be. This book should be about 50 chapters, 80,000 words minimum, but it's going to take a long time to do it. Hey, but I got a lot of the stories I got planned for the book, you know, the storylines, but for the chapters, quite a lot. It's like 20 different stories I got to put into this book, which some of them could be over a few chapters to add to it. It's like the storyline, but it's writing. It's just taking a while. So I'm basing it on real stuff as well. The locations are real. The hidden tunnels, they're real. People don't know they're there. You know, the pet place people but used to bury gold, that's real. So it's just like the hanging place, that's a real location where they used to hang people. So it's all like that, my book. When people read it, the odd person will be like, oh, I can remember this happened, or I know this happened. Book, romance, fantasy, yeah. It is 18 plus. It is a horror book, but it's about witches, it's about dragons, you know, supernatural stuff. Scary. It is romance, so it is sex scenes in it, so it is 18. And it's based in Wales, and there's Welsh words in the book, like Welsh names, Welsh places, Welsh spells, stuff like that. Decima lives in a cottage in Port Kerry, and basically her ancestor used to live there from like the 1700s or something, but it actually used to be a witch who used to live in that cottage there in real life. So, and I changed it into my own and just added to it, but I've done it totally different in obviously modern times and stuff. At Port Kerry, this is real life now. Do you know when you powder like a farmer's field? Like every year they do it. Basically, there's bones that come up, and some of them have got bells on them, on collarbones and stuff. But this is real life. So if you power through and you're walking past it, you might see a bell or two. You might see wooden bones, but I put that in my story. And not many people know about this. And I did a story bit about it as well. So, you're right. So basically, yeah, it is a lot of stuff. And Kerry said it is published and it's on Waterstones, basically. It's actually on Waterstones, which is good. The first book, I'm writing the fourth book already. And the audio book is on here for free as well. So the Spread Between Us, it's got 59, in the audio book it says 59 videos. So you start with the first one, and that's the first story. But I haven't put that's the first edition. The second edition, I added 20,000 words, and I need to put that on here, really, don't I? I haven't had a chance. The audiobooks, it just takes time and effort. But the first 3 audiobooks are actually on, because I wrote them and then I made audiobook, copied my text and put into like a thing, and then you get a voice. And so people can watch it, listen to it for free. But listen to it. Listen to it. It is good. So, but yeah, I done really well with it. Like every chapter's full of stories. It's just the first 3 chapters are quite slow. I feel like I just need. I might go back and to the second edition and change it a little bit. I don't know. I should just leave it as it is. But yeah. Yeah. So it's, you know, fair. But yeah. Yeah, so I got a lot to add. Okay, I'm gonna have to end the live now. I need a toilet and I need to find somewhere to go pee. Hey, bye all.